Well, hi there and welcome to the ISC FX Options Weekly Outlook for June 6th, 2011. As always, this is Jason Ayers of OptionSource.net. Let's start with a look at a weekly chart of the U.S. dollar index. This is a great way to gain perspective as to how the dollar has been trading against a basket of currencies. Well, as you can see here, the U.S. dollar lost significant ground last week, closing below our 74 focal zone here. Now, without a reversal back into the 74-75 focal zone, the path of least resistance appears to be to the downside. We need to see a break above 75 to lend credibility to a resumption of the uptrend. Let's take a look at the daily chart. Well, the daily chart reflects last Friday's close below 74, and without a reversal back above 74, we are likely to see 73 this week. Next up, the U.S. versus the Canadian dollar is seen here in the ISC FX Options Pair Value CDD. Well, the CDD dropped early last week, but once again finished Friday's trading session testing resistance at this 98 level. We need to see a break above 98 to signal a continuation higher. Failure to break above 98 lends credibility to a retest of this 96 support level. Next up, the YUK, the US versus the Japanese yen. Well, the YUK attempted to move higher early last week, but met with resistance within that 81-82 focal zone. This lends credibility to a continuation down towards support at 79. Let's take a look at the U.S. dollar versus the euro as seen here in the EUI. Well, the EUI continues to trend lower with the 69.70 level now becoming a major overhead resistance. We need to see a break back above 70 to signal a continuation higher. Failure to reverse back up into the 69.70 focal zone suggests a likely continuation towards the 67.68 focal zone. Next up, the BPX, the U.S. versus the British pound. Well, the BPX bounced off of the 60.5 support, but reversed on Friday's close, suggesting further weakness. Now, a break below 60.5 opens the window for a continuation to the downside. A bounce at 61 should retest the 61.5-62 level as resistance. Let's take a look at the U.S. dollar versus the Australian dollar as seen here in the AUX. Well, the AUX found support at 93, but must overcome significant resistance at this 94-95 focal zone to lend credibility to a bigger picture continuation to the upside. A break below 93 opens the window for continued weakness for the AUX. Let's take a look at a few of our key points. First of all, the U.S. dollar index continues to slide largely due to that strengthening euro. We need to see a break back above 75 to lend credibility to a continuation higher. The CDD continues to find resistance within the 97-98 focal zone. The current trend appears to be to the upside. However, we are still cautious of a possible retracement back down to 96. The YUK continues to slide lower towards 79. The EUI lost considerable ground, breaking below 69. We need to see a break back above 70 to lend credibility to a reversal of last week's downward move. The BPX bounced at our 60.5 support. However, Friday's significant reversal suggests the path of least resistance appears to be to the downside, which is likely to be confirmed by a break below 60.5. The AUX appears to be holding at the 93 support. A break above 94 opens the way for a bigger picture move higher. And this has been your ISC FX Options Weekly Outlook for June 6, 2011. As always, this is Jason Ayers of OptionSource.net, reminding you to sign up for your free webinar at www.optionsource.net. Thanks for joining me here this week. We'll see you here next week.